Hey guys, Miss B here, back again with another review. Well, we're going to get into Brooke. We're going to go over to the Newberger Williams. All right, so last night I think I only covered the send off of the prom. There was a whole lot going on at the prom, so I didn't really cover all of that. I watched all the skits, of course, but I didn't cover. I know Brooke, they played a joke on the twins like they were going to leave them. And then they came double back around and got them. Twins were upset, but they were still themselves. No big difference. They were arguing and talking loud. During the prom, everybody had a good time. Then I guess they went to the after party. And then Isaiah had a great idea that a surprise that he's gonna take Brooke to a hotel. Okay, Isaiah, earlier at the after party, Brooke told you what's going on with her about her cycle being late. And you think it's still okay for you to just go to the hotel. One track mind, you ain't got but a one track mind. That's it. So they wound up, the limo driver took them to the hotel. It was already past curfew time. And so they were late getting back home. I think Brooke was supposed to be home at 1 o'clock. They were getting to the hotel at 1 o'clock. That's when the limo driver dropped them off at 1 o'clock at the hotel. So they went inside, but they didn't go up to the room. Number one, because Isaiah didn't reserve the room. He's not old enough to even get a hotel room. But so they talked more about the situation, and she was like, no, she didn't want to go do that, which is a good thing, right, Brooke? Okay. Fast forward last night, she got home. Larry, Sharra lit into her because she was late. She didn't call, she didn't answer her phone or anything. So this morning, Sharra's still, she's a mother. So the girl already late coming home. She an hour late coming home. Where you go? What y'all do? And then she just came right out and asked her, did you lose it? Did you lose your V card last night? And Brooke's like, no. Yeah, of course she was telling the truth because she didn't lose it last night. She lost it a couple of weeks ago down in Panama City Beach. So yeah, she told the truth that she didn't lose it last night, but she ain't telling when she lost it. So yeah, so she didn't own up to losing it at all. But and Brooke is being very condescending, very short, very just like, yeah. Well, it's like, I don't care. It was like an I don't care attitude. Why are you bothering me? Why are you asking me these questions? All those things. And I'm looking like, I don't get it. I guess it's the way that people raise their children nowadays. Because had it been me, I would have been, I'd have been on the floor trying to get up. Because my mother would have slapped me down. She would have slapped me if I gave her any of the looks or any of the responses that Brooke was giving Sharra. I would have been on the floor. She was being very condescending, and I'm like, really, Brooke, really got me because I don't understand it. And then so Isaiah comes up by. He rings the doorbell, and Shara didn't even let him in. She stopped him at the door and started asking him questions about where they went, what they did, or whatever. And of course, he had the same story. We were at the prom. We went to the after party, and then we came back. We came home, and she was like, "Well, why didn't you walk Brooke to the door?" He said some old off the wall stuff, which wasn't true because they was in an Uber when they came home. They weren't even in the limo. Okay, so while Sharra is questioning Isaiah, here comes Brooke again, like she did when Larry was questioning him. Every time somebody's questioning him, she comes up and like she's his bodyguard, so she can help to steer the conversation away from wherever it's going to go. Girl, y'all better get it. She came up there with an attitude. Okay, so I'm trying to see what else my notes say. So when they go outside, Brooke, Isaiah, and Destiny, they go outside and talk. So this is a different skit because I'm just combining them all together, girl. Combining together. Once they get outside and they can talk, Isaiah, oh, you got your mama questioning me. It's her mama right to question you, Isaiah. Who are you and why should you not be questioned? Tell me, she out there talking. She's supposed to ask you questions. You're dating her daughter. Or did you forget that? Because that's a mother's right. She's supposed she better be asking you. She might call your mama and ask her to ask you some more questions. You never thought about that because her and your mother are pretty. They good. I ain't gonna say they friends, but she can call your mother. Maybe your mother can get to the bottom of it. And then so he told her basically that she needs to take a test. He told her that yesterday. And then he told her again, you need to take a test, my nose. And of course, Brooke doesn't want to take the test because she doesn't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want that spoken over my life. Well, girl, you are almost 2 weeks late. You need to take a test. Just take the test. If whatever happens, happens. It's done now. You the ones that let that little boy, you let him talk you out of using a condom. So it was on you when it happened. That's up to you. You let him talk you out of it. He talked you out of it. So Isaiah, it's also on you because you worrying about I pulled out. You don't know what that means. That was probably your first time. You don't even know what a pull out means. Kids, kids, kids. So you didn't get her pregnant because you pulled out. Do you know when you pulled out? Do you know that some could have came out before you did that? Really? But then Isaiah said, well, he says that I'll be there for you and whatever happens or something like that. And I'm like, Isaiah, baby, I'll get some money somehow. You don't know you don't even know the gravity of the responsibility of a baby is. You're gonna have to do more than be there. You're gonna have to go get a job and earn some money to help take care of the baby. If there is one. Brooke says that she doesn't want to have it. She wants to, because she has a 10-year plan. But within your 10 years, you should have put a condom in them 10 years. In that 10-year plan, you should have put a condom in there and made sure that a condom was being used, or go get them birth control pills that Bethany bought, or use something. You should have did one or the other because as a part of your 10-year plan. Now you have to put the baby in your 10-year plan. I'm thinking that they're not letting her take a test right now. So I don't know if they're just gonna let it be a scare or if they're gonna go ahead and let her actually be with child, because what that would do is if she is pregnant, then more than likely she won't go to college because I believe that Larry, Sharra, and Bethany would probably be against termination. So she won't go the way to college. And so we'll get the skits of, having her with the baby and Isaiah and all that good stuff. Or if they do let her go to college, then we may get skits around her being in college, which we might get those anyway, because I think she's really going off to college. So I wonder if they'll give us skits. They may just do a couple. I think Bethany, not Bethany, Destiny will move up in the teenager role, and then we'll just see Brooke every once in a while at college or something. But yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do it, but y'all tell me what you think, because Miss Brooke, she has just gotten way beside herself. I hope she's not pregnant. I'm just hoping that she's not, so she can have her 10-year plan. And the next 10 years, she need to make sure she got condoms. You can go to the store and buy those. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think. All right, I'll see you guys on the next one.